Good day, everyone. We are Group 1. Our assigned topics about applied ethics, business ethics, environmental ethics, and research ethics. My assigned topic about applied ethics, I will discuss applied ethics and also give example. What is applied ethics? Applied ethics is a branch of moral philosophy that attempts to apply ethical principles, theories, and concepts to real-life moral issue. Another meaning of applied ethics is a discipline of philosophy that attempts to apply theoretical ethics such as utilitarianism, social contract theory, and deontology to real-world dilemmas. Topics fallen with the discipline includes medical ethics, legal ethics, environmental ethics, computer ethics, corporate social responsibility, or business ethics. Applied ethics involve the application of ethics to deal with the real-life problem, which is why it is also known as practical ethics. Due to its practical approach, it is the more widely used ethics in the real world than the other two branches of ethics, normative ethics and meta-ethics. Normative ethics is about intrinsic value, right and wrong, or virtues. The following are claims concerning normative ethics. It is wrong to kill people just because they make you angry. We should fight to free live when necessary, even when doing so is illegal. Meta-ethics is a branch of analytic philosophy that explores the status, foundation, and scope of moral values, properties, and words. Whereas the fields of applied ethics and normative theory focus on what is moral, meta-ethics focuses on what morality itself is. Applied ethics attempts to explain the way people should act in a particular situation concerning that particular moral dilemma. There exist various branches of applied ethics depending upon areas of its focus. For example, business ethics, medical ethics, engineering ethics, and environmental ethics. There are the examples. One can use the concept of applied ethics to answer the various questions related to these different branches of applied ethics, such as, is abortion right or wrong? It is an ethical bluff the business partner in business negotiation. It is mercy killing ethical or not? Many considerations of applied ethics also came into play in the human rights discussion. Applied ethics seek to engage formal ethics in attempt to solve actual dilemmas. In doing so, it eliminates the potential for disagreement over the way theories and principles should be applied. Strict, principle-based ethical approaches often result solution to specific problems that we are not universally acceptable. Downing on medical ethics for an example. A strict deontological approach will never permit the deception of patients about their condition, whereas a utilitarian approach involves consideration of the consequences of so doing and might permit lying to patients if the result of the deception was good. The example demonstrates that the deontologists can find different solutions to a dilemma than a utilitarian. Example, the moral issues regarding abortion, euthanasia, giving to the forces before marriage, the death penalty, gay, lesbian, marriage, or other rights, war tactic, censorship, so-called white lies, etc.
Applied ethics is the study of how we should act in specific areas of our lives, how we should deal with issues like meat eating, euthanasia, or stealing. To use the football analogy, the applied ethicist kicks the philosophical football around just as a footballer kicks the ball on the field. Um, Applied ethics, we can apply it in real life. Just like when you are in a situation that you'll know what's the best what's the best way to interact or take action in this kind of situation. For example, when there's a old lady who want to cross to the street, and there are so many cars and or vehicles, and you help her to cross the street. That is what applied ethics is. Thank you.
Business ethics. Business ethics is the implementation of policies and procedures regarding topics such as fraud, bribery, discrimination, and corporate governance. What is business ethics? Business ethics concerns ethical dilemmas or controversial issues faced by a company. Often, business ethics involve a system of practices and procedures that help build trust with the consumer. On one level, some business ethics are embedded in the law, such as minimum wages, insider trading restrictions, and environmental regulations. On another, business ethics can be influenced by management behavior with wide-ranging effects across the company. What are the business ethics? Business ethics refers to the standards for morally right and wrong conduct in business. Law partially defines the conduct, but legal and ethical aren't necessarily the same. Business ethics enhances the law by outlining acceptable behaviors behind government control. What are the 7 business ethics? There are 7 principles of business ethics, including accountability, care and respect, honesty, healthy competition, loyalty, transparency, and respect for the rule of the law. By conducting business, the most important there is honesty, integrity, fairness, trustworthiness, accountability, and respect for others. Ethics there is what guides us to tell the truth, keep our promises, or help someone in need. There is a framework of ethics underlying our lives on a daily basis, helping us make decisions that create positive impacts and steering us away from unjust outcomes. Thank you. That's all.
Business ethics concerns ethical dilemmas or controversial issues faced by a company. Often, business ethics involve a system of practices and procedures that help build trust with the consumer. On one level, some business ethics are embedded in the law, such as minimum wages, insider trading restrictions, and environmental regulations. On other, business ethics can be influenced by management behavior with wide-ranging effects across the company. For example, consider a company that has decided to dump chemical waste that it cannot afford to dispose of properly on a vacant lot it has purchased in the local community. This action has legal, environmental, and social repercussions that can damage a company beyond repair.
Environmental ethics is our assigned topic. So if you say environmental ethics, It is a branch of a philosophy that studies the conceptual foundations of environmental values, as well as more concrete issues surrounding societal attitudes, actions, and policies to protect and sustain biodiversity and ecological system. So, environmental ethics, it is also moral relationship of human being and also the value and moral status of the environment and its non-human contents. So, environmental ethics also applies moral thinking to the natural world and the relationship between humans and the earth. So, that is the definition of environmental ethics. Okay, so let's proceed to the principle of environmental ethics. So let's define first what is principle. So principle is a fundamental truth that serves as foundation of the system. So let's continue. So principles of environmental ethics. It asserts that other animals, plants, and the elements such as water, soil, or air are morally significant and that humans have responsibilities to act so that their needs are met too. So, principles of environmental ethics also profound respect to nature and maintain a harmonious relation with other species. It also responsible for the impact of nature, so that is the principle of environmental ethics. Okay, so there are three environmental ethics. The three classical ethical principles of justice, sufficiency, and solidarity can be traced back to many different sources, like Greek philosophy, religious teachings, and reflection on human experience. So, there are three environmental ethics. So, these are justice, sufficiency, and solidarity. So, let's discuss one by one. So first, let's discuss what is justice in environmental ethics. So it is profoundly anthropocentric ethic, meaning that human beings are the central moral concern, concerned with the equitable access to environment resources like clean air, clean food, and clean water. So that is the definition of justice. The second one is sufficiency. So sufficiency in environmental ethics. So it mandates that all forms are entitled to enough goods to live on and flourish. And it is closely tied to the notion of moral significance, which means that something is worthy of our ethical concern. Means that we include the needs of others in our consideration of what is important or worthy of our concern. So that is the meaning of sufficiency in environmental ethics. Lastly is solidarity. Solidarity in environmental ethics is to consider how we relate to each other in community, and it also requires us to consider this kind of extended community and to act in such a way that reflects concern for the well-being of others. So that is solidarity in the three environmental ethics. So again, the three environmental ethics are justice, sufficiency, and solidarity.
So, good morning once again. So, this is a continuation of report of Miss Jane Baruman. So, what is environmental ethics and why do we need them? So, environmental ethics is an integral part of the environment. That's environment studies at it establishes relationship between Earth and humans. It makes sure that we are doing our part to protect the environment and keep it safe. So there are many ethical decisions that human beings make with to respect the environment. For example, should humans continue to cut forests for the sake of human consumption? Why should humans continue to propagate its species and life itself? Should humans continue to make gasoline-powered vehicles? What environmental obligations do humans need to keep for future generations? Is it right for humans to knowingly cause the extinction of the species for the convenience of humanity? Uh, should how should humans
the best use to conserve the space environment to secure the expand life. What role can planetary boundaries play to the reshaping of Earth relationship? So types of environmental ethics. So social ecology, which is the study of human beings and their relationships to the environment, to their environment. So social ecology is how individuals interact with and respond to the environment around them, and how should these interactions affect society and environmental as a whole. It aims to create society where humans are connected to live harmony with nature. So number two is the deep ecology. Promotes the idea that all beings have an intrinsic value. So the simple explanation to deep ecology is the tree planting and man-made forest. So humans may plant trees to conserve the environment, to prevent soil erosion and providing habitat for other organisms. So this is the last one, the ecofeminism. This is a branch of feminism that helps us to look at the earth as a woman so we can respect it in a better way. So ecofeminism is also called ecological feminism, branch of feminism that examines the connections between women and nature. So that's all, and thank you for listening. And once again, good morning. Thank you.
This is my report about ethical research. Finally, many of the norms of research will promote a variety of others, important moral and social values, just as social responsibility, human and public health and safety. Ethical lapses in research can significantly harm human and animal subjects, student, and the public. For example, a researcher who fabricates data in the clinic trial may harm or even kill patients. A researcher who fails to abide by regulations and guidelines relating to nutrition or and safety or the health and safety of staff and students. Thank you.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Ian Lambo. So my topic is research ethic. So research ethic is provide a guidelines for the responsible conduct for the research. In addition, it educates and monitor scientists conducting research to ensure a high ethical standard. So the following is the general summary of the some ethical principle. So first is honesty. So honesty report data result, method and procedure, and publication status. Do not fabricate, falsify, or manipulation data. So number two is objectivity. So strive to avoid basis in experimental design, data analysis, data interpretation, peer review, personal decision, growing aspect, testimony, and other aspect of research. So number three is integrity. So keep your promise and agreement, act with sincerity, strive for the consensus of truth and action. So number four is carefulness. So carefulness is avoid errors and negligence. Carefully and critical examine your own work and the work of your peers. Keep good record for research activity. So number 5 is openness. So openness is share data, resort, idea, tools, resources. Be open to criticism and new ideas. So number 6 is respect for intellectual property. So honor parents, copyright or other form of intellectual property. Do not use accomplished data, method, or result without permission. Give credit where the credit due. Never paraphrase. So number 7 is confidentiality. So protect a confidential information such as papers for grant, submit for publication, personal record, trade for military secret, and patient record. So number 8 is responsible mentoring. So publish in order to advance research and scholarship, not to advance just own career. Avoid wasteful and publication. So number 10 is non-discrimination. So avoid discriminate against colleagues of student or the basis of sex, race, insanity of other factor and that are not related for their scientific competence and integrity. So that will be all, ma'am. Thank you.